Hi guys, it's your girl Adeola Patrona.
And it is me, Mary Musa, and we're back again with another Deep It Pod episode.
Welcome back, guys.
Happy new month, babe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're November.
This year's just going so fast.
Babe.
Happy 2026.
At this point.
Facts.
At this point. How have you been?
I've been really good. How are you?
I'm really good. Had a nice chilled weekend. But I felt like over the weekend there was so much going on socials, babe. On every single aspect, it was a lot for me. I can't lie. Yeah, I was just like, whoa. And it was just very drama, very there was sadness, there was drama, there was takedowns, babe. It was a lot for me this weekend. Yeah, more than usual. So yeah, but it was nice and chilled.
I feel like I just tap in and out of socials that I don't really see the chaos. That doesn't really feel like chaos. I'm like, oh, okay, this is happening now.
It was quite messy yesterday over the weekend.
But what I did see that I found really interesting is that Vogue released this new article about how having a boyfriend is embarrassing.
I saw it. Really good.
What were your thoughts on that?
So personally, I think me as a married woman, I hear it a little bit. Like I think it's embarrassing when you have a boyfriend or a guy that's number one doing the bare minimum, not a good guy. I think that's embarrassing, if anything. Yeah. And then if you I guess make your whole personality or your persona my man. That's when it's embarrassing, because the way men are, they embarrass you. What do a lot of them have to offer anyways? Like the basic standard things that they're thinking is princess treatment, which is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys this day and age don't. And I just don't think we're in a generation like women are just like, we actually don't need y'all, we're fine. So I hear it. What was your views on it?
Yeah, so I saw first of all, I've seen loads of people reposting it.
Yeah.
And I've seen people like, oh, well, having a boyfriend's embarrassing anyway. And I was just thinking, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, let me actually go read the article. And then when I read the article, it's actually such a good article. Yeah. And I really liked how I felt like if you were because I've seen some single girls putting it up as if like it was like backing why they don't have a boyfriend, which I get why, but then I still feel like, oh, it's still okay to be a lover girl, which is what the article was still praising. And I just loved what she said about like, because I do the same about just muting people when it's just like their whole personality becomes their boyfriend, and it is really annoying. And I think she was also saying like how nowadays like having a man isn't the flex that it used to be, where like to be boastful, especially like with how the dating pool is, like there's not actually that many great men anyway.
Yeah.
So there should still be a lot to women rather than just my man.
I agree.
And I do, because there's a lot of like influencers that I do really love, and like couples. I feel like India does it really well. Like she's known as a couple, but she still has her own individuality. Yeah. Like, what she likes, her friends, her her fashion. And then there's some people that they just really don't have. Like I wouldn't even click on their story. Like I'll just swipe across, because I just feel like I already know what it's gonna be. Like it's just either gonna be you and your man, or you talking about your man and stuff like that, which I think that's when it becomes embarrassing. So I really like the article. I feel like if people are in relationships, it'll kind of just make them be a bit more like maybe self-aware, like, oh, is there more to me than my boyfriend? Like, am I having conversations that are not just like, like if you're in a relationship, and you should still be able to relate to a single woman.
Yeah, I agree.
There's still so much more about you than just your relationship.
Yeah. And I also feel like there's a clear difference of when someone has an identity and they have a partner. Like I see so many people do it well, but then they just, like you said, India, they separate it. But I think it's because there's so many we've heard so many bad situations of like guys in like relationships, and then it's like this isn't actually a flex anymore. Like we're literally I wouldn't say bottom barrel, but like I feel like men are softened so much in this day and age now. Like the girls are so like boss female energy, and especially when they have a lot going for them, it's just feel a bit like a guy. Like, do you know what I mean?
And I feel like you can kind of tell as well when like, or not. Sometimes you can't tell, but I don't think that women should put their whole value on, okay, now I'm a valuable woman because I have a boyfriend. Like it's not that cool, like because we know what the dating pool is like. And there's so much more to you than that. Like especially like with how much freedom women have now, it's like you can be so much more that when you do have a partner, like some girls, like they get a partner and you don't even really know, unless like obviously there's special occasions and you're like, oh yeah, that's cute, but you're still so intrigued with their fitness, their fashion, their personality, and the boyfriend has just been it's just an add-on.
Yeah, I agree. It's like an extension of who I am. It's not my identity, because I'm a lover girl. And I feel like I'm very much for like find someone, settle down, build together. I'm very for that. I think it's just when it becomes like, sometimes I notice as well, a lot of people, especially when they get to the marriage stage, they have this, I'm better than you, I can't be around you just because you're in a relationship, or because, you know, they just completely change into this, like, I have to stay at home now, I can't go out now, I can't do all stuff like that. And that's where it's like, babe, like,
waters down their whole personality.
That's where it's like, nah. But
and you know what's so funny as well? Like, men never do that.
No, they don't.
Men never do that. Like, they will still have like their time with their boys. They'll still have all their hobbies. They will still like be their whole like personality. Their identity wouldn't change now that much because they've got a wife. And girls are always like more happy to accept that. So it's just like, you can still be your whole obviously like respectable, but you can still be like a whole woman and still be like yourself, even though you've got a man. Another person done a video and they mentioned like Aaliyah's face, and I was like, it's so true. Like, she stays in a relationship, like she not stays breaking up, but like she'll probably might have, because I think they've noticed like she's got a new man now, because I think he's in another country, that's how people knew or whatever. But it's like, you wouldn't even know the switch up, because her not her personality, but her content stays the same. It's not like, okay, like now I've got a man, a whole 360 of my content, everything is like, oh, how to get a man, date night,
and I will like to say that one, like there's two extremes, okay, that I avoid on socials, especially on TikTok. The ones where they're very like date, like very for the man, like trying to get a man, like their whole identity is to tell you how to be that desirable woman for a man, and it's just like, babe, just be the desirable woman for yourself, the right man will come. Do you know what I mean? 100. And then I also hate the very opposite of that, very like, we don't need men, like I hate that, or we use men. I hate that, because there's two extremes. Like, if I hate that extreme, and I also hate that extreme. So I like the balance of, like you said, an extension, not your whole personality. And I think this, even it being like, men, we hate men, I hate that if that's your whole personality, because we don't hate men, because not all men are the same. However, at the moment, some men, their behaviors, we need y'all to step up a bit, you know, be a bit better. But those extremes, babe, whole personality, whole content is, because I think there's a difference between being a relationship expert and giving advice and help and coaching relationships.
And you're actually going out of your way to research and learn about that, rather than just basing it
off of like, you need
now
to do
I've
this.
got a man.
And
this
I feel
is what I did.
And I feel like for you, sometimes I notice with certain content, it's like for you to get to a set, it's like I see people say, you need to be like this to unlock this code, to unlock this kind of man. And I hate that, because I just think like, just unlock your own level of sexiness, and don't do it because, I might just happen to get this type of guy. And it's just like, you're gonna get what you attract naturally anyways, I feel like. So I didn't really read it, I skimmed it. I really want to read it.
And then also like women that are single, it was like, I don't like that they was posting it in a way to kind of like snub people that were in a relationship either, because I don't think the whole point of the article is to deter people from like being in a relationship. It's just more about women just having personalities outside of their men. And then even if you're single, you're not in like a waiting room where you're just, now you can't do anything until you have a man. Like, you can still work on yourself. Like the same like, you're not gonna just be a whole different woman now you've got a man. Like the same things you want to be doing if you have a man. Like if you wanted to do your fitness,
if anything, he should help you. You should get there a bit quicker because you've got a teammate alongside.
So I think it was a really good article, and shout out, I think her name's Shantae Joseph. I really liked it. What else have you seen?
Well, I've seen loads of horror. I've seen a lot of sad stuff over the weekend. There was a lot of beauty drama. There's always drama in the beauty.
Really?
There was beauty drama.
World?
So over the weekend, there was a live with Huda. Yes, you nearly missed that one, did you? Yeah, that was where I was like that. And then there was Shade. We even talking about Shade Borough Bouncer. Like, it's a lot. But I'll start with the beauty scene. So long story short, for anyone that don't know, I'm sure everyone knows, it was all over my page, babe.
Yeah.
Huda was on live. Huda was on Love Island season 6. Was it 7?
6.
USA, yeah. USA. She didn't win, but she came out like the most followed girl, she was the most popular one of her season. So I didn't actually watch the season. So I only know her off of the hype and like some clips. I didn't actually watch it to be like, I know she's like this, or even the other girls. So I just followed all the girls that everyone was tweeting about. Like, these are who I want to see what they're up to now, right?
Yeah.
So, but I haven't been involved. I don't know what's going on. From what I've seen, Orlandria, another contestant, a black contestant, and then there's Huda,
they don't get on.
They're different specs. Like, I don't know the drama, but from what I know, different
I think
specs.
they used to be friends in the house, and then you just know how
it goes a bit with egos, everything like that. Cool. So let's just get it straight to what happened. So Huda was on live, and they were doing like caller lives, right?
Her man's live as well.
Yeah, it was her man's live. So she was just tuning in. So someone called up and they said, Orlandria is and it bleeped, right? I heard it clearly. I heard Orlandria is bleep. And then in the video, Huda was like, they laughed like it was like, what the, for me when I watched, it was like a what the F laugh. Yeah. And then Huda said something like, wait, what did they say? And then he was like, they said a bad word. And then she was like, they said a bad word. And then like, we don't say bad words. And that was what I saw.
Well, the boyfriend said we don't say bad words.
Yeah, like we don't condone it. We don't say bad words. So someone said the bad word. Huda reacted, like laughed with the guy. His name's Louis or Lewis?
Oh, Louis, I think.
Louis.
Oh, something. Louis.
Well, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Her current boyfriend. So, yeah. So people were not happy about that because...
Having a man's embarrassing.
They just get you in trouble, right? So people were pissed off, annoyed with her reaction. Obviously, she didn't say the racial slur or anything like that. It was her reaction. And her reaction was... I saw it as an awkward laugh, right? It gave me awkward laugh, but she shouldn't have laughed like that. And then what happened was that people had outrage, people were angry, and then people started speaking out about it, just like tagging brands and saying like, brands, this is like, you have to start basically watching who you basically back pretty much, and have like in your books and you have your collabs with. So cool. But with shows like Love Island, when before I even get there. So that happened. So maybe a day later, right? They've tagged Huda. Huda done a brand with Huda Beauty. They've and that was like the biggest one, I think. So Huda Beauty made a statement, basically just saying like, we don't condone this. This is what our brand stands for. Like, this has got nothing to do with like anyone at me or whatever. This is just what our brand has to do. Like, unfortunately, we have to cut ties. So they basically cancelled the partnership with her, the collaboration. I think they took down photos on the page. Okay. And then that was that. So obviously with Love Island, when there's cast members, people have stands. And my perception of it is, and my opinion is, I think the stands are making all of this situation worse. And I think stands need to chill, number one, because they'd be ruining it for their faves without even realizing it. Like, you lot that love Huda so much, why go on a live to talk about
someone else
and be racist? You guys have to understand, you are a representation of Huda. So even if you love her off, you're still a representation of her. And if you love her off so much, you guys have to chill, man. You have to chill, right? But yeah, you're becoming her biggest like hater, like cock block. You're blocking her blessings because of your so much love for her that you're spewing hate for someone else. You can't have love and spew the hate. It doesn't make sense. If you love Huda, love Huda. And if you actually do love Huda, you would know, guys, we can't keep dragging Orlandria to her stuff. Like, make it make sense, because you're ruining it for her. Number two is that I don't get... number two, I really, really feel like it is important for actions to have consequences, because at the end of the day, like, that's just how life is. I personally think Huda doesn't have media training. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is what happens when you guys you fan off just random strangers. You don't know if they've had media training. She's got big following now. It's a lot. So I don't personally think she had media training. If she had media training, you would just naturally know, like, you wouldn't even react. You would just cut it off. Because I think we go on live.
But when you even heard her name and you're not cool, it's just like, you should be on point from that point. Like, whatever reaction, why would you even laugh? Like, even if it wasn't what she said, like, it's like whatever she said, why are you laughing once you've heard that name?
And the thing I would also like, I do understand that in awkward situations, you could laugh. Like, if she said that, I would be like, okay, I hear it, but do you know what I mean? Still is wrong. But I think it's just because I think by now, Huda, you should know they are out. Yeah, they're out. Do you know what I mean? So she needs to be more vigilant with these situations. She has to, like, this had to happen for her to know. Like,
sometimes you need to have one of, what do they call it? Like those, to have that hard realization of like, oh, life isn't just because I think like she's come out, she's getting all those big collabs, she's got stans, everyone loves her, and I think she obviously like I didn't watch the show, so I don't really know much of her, but like the clips I have seen, I think she's quite a firecracker. People have known like she's quite a controversial person from what I've seen. Oh, I forgot my whole point.
We were saying how like controversial person.
She's quite a controversial person. Like I think like from not having bad behavior, but her bad behavior has gotten her quite far. So it's like this is kind of like a wake up call. Like, oh, I can actually do something wrong. Or
but she.
Well, not say it, but like be in an atmosphere where you haven't checked something that is wrong, or like your other Love Island cast as well, like they should also be respected, and you haven't really had that like reality check, and that's a reality check of like like
is that serious?
Have consequences.
It's that serious. It's that serious. So it's like, I agree. And then the other thing as well was that obviously like from that is I've just been seeing Team Huda, Team Orlandra, like you're seeing different perspective of everything, right? So then my next thing was like, my only thing that I actually have to be honest about, babe, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like was the fact that I don't know how to explain it, because I really understand it, and I'm gonna be on. I'm an empath naturally. Like I'm always gonna be like, to a situation, right? The only thing I would say is I just feel like adding the brand or like getting the actual collab taken, I think was a bit far for me. The only reason why I said that, I just feel like it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of blocking someone's means or way of living, even though it's like exaggerate, she's got loads of followers. I just don't know. That for me just feels a bit too far. I feel like if she had said the slur herself, absolutely, there's no way, like absolutely,
because it's like you're clearly
and it's like you have so many impressions, like people that support you that are black women, and you're actually like that, but she didn't say it. Her reaction to it was bad. She shouldn't have reacted like that, and I feel like her consequence for that should have been the outrage online, and people can unfollow her, and future brands were like, oh, do you know what, maybe this is a bit much, like she is quite controversial, step back. I just felt like that was a bit, I don't know, I just felt that's a bit too far in my opinion.
Yeah, it was as if she said it.
Yeah, and I just felt like it did for me. Then basically after, so initially I was thinking like, oh my gosh, yeah, like she shouldn't react like that, whatever. I get why people are getting mad. And I started to think, okay, now is this a thing about you actually being offended, or was this a thing to kind of like use this opportunity to bring down everything else? Because that's what, I don't know.
Is that, were you actually that offended by that action, or is this like, let me jump on a train, or I don't actually like this person?
And it felt a bit much when everyone was doing statements, in my opinion. I just felt like it just felt a bit much, in my opinion.
It kind of, I think, took away from the point of what had happened.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Because even sometimes when I came online, I had to go and see what had happened. It's not like some people wasn't focused on at the fact that, I don't know if I'm saying
they weren't focused on the fact of the racial slur, because for me, in my opinion, the outrage should have been on to find who said that.
Yeah.
First thing is who said that, find the IP address, and then make an example of like fans. You can't be doing that as well, because it be the fans sometimes causing all this drama. Because do you know 100%. What I mean? Like, so
especially, I don't know much about like obviously the background between her and Orlandria and the whole show, because we haven't watched it. But I don't know, is this in her character to
and I think
like that?
Like as in like maybe, allow those sly things.
Yeah.
But was I gonna say? Like, that's why I felt really heavy. I thought I was like, you know, when you're like, rah, yeah, I get in this, but guys, when you take it too far, like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was the main part from it. But I do feel like, yeah, I think we took a little bit away of what it was meant for, and I just felt like everyone on Love Island, you weren't even on a season joining in, and I just feel like there's a lot of double standards. There's a lot of hypocrisy going around everywhere. So let's all not do too much. That was my thing. Like, let's all...
Yeah, because it was like, I think she kind of like... the consequences she had was as if like she intentionally went out to set like or to even set that tone or push that agenda,
open the stage, the floor for everyone.
And I think like especially like lives are so like this Messy. Is why lives as well, when you have that big of a following, you do need media training, you do 100. Need PR, because you don't even have a time to react in certain instances. Like even that's why some celebrities, they don't even do live interviews. Like everything they do or say yes to is pre-recorded, and it's not because like they have views or certain views. It's just like they know they can't handle that pressure of being on live, and even sometimes like you might be thinking and the reaction, you haven't given people the reaction they think you should, they believe is correct, and you're just thinking, whoa, I was literally just taking a moment just to digest and take in what's just happened, but because I'm on live and you lot have heard something ASAP, you guys think I've digested it as fast as you have. And it's like, sometimes it's not the case. So I do feel like to have such a high following and to be such an impressionable like influencer, to be on live and doing random stuff, like just random call-ins, it is risky because it's not even filtered to like you're basically low-key setting yourself up, because who's calling? Have the questions been filtered? Like, how did this random person just manage to call in and just say something so
there was no safety
like
that. There was no like I feel like her managers need to really dial in, because I think now you're showing that like she's getting punished. She's getting basically punished for something she didn't actually say or do, but she's getting punished for her reaction. Yeah. So now it's like, okay, if I react, if you react away, you can get in trouble as well. That's what now it's given the levels.
Yeah, you might not stand for
any
that.
Racism. Yeah. Like, and I think that's really good. I definitely think that's, because now everyone's gonna know like, well, you actually can't. Like, wrong's wrong, right's right. Even if someone's saying something, now you know, like, nah, chill. Some people naturally aren't like that. That's the thing. And I think people are forgetting, like, I think sometimes on social media, everyone thinks just because they have the same views, they react the same, they do this, that's right. Some people literally are different. That's why we especially are individuals.
Like, not to, what's it called? Defend her at all.
We're
like,
I'm not even defending her.
I'm just talking about something completely different now. Like, you know, in the workplace, some people face racism and some people face microaggression, and you have the people that in that moment will call it out, and you have those people that will keep it going, because they will go home and be like to their husband, like, did that just happen? Like, and then you will say the story to someone and you'll be like, but what did you do and what did you say? And then in that moment you're thinking, whoa, like, I don't know, I didn't say anything because I was still digesting what has just been said. It also shows how these brands are, babe. Like, because I obviously, like, I don't really know the politics of it all, but it's like you could use that girl's name to the ground. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you was hyping her, like, obviously the Huda collab. It was like the hype for the you was supporting her before while she was in the house, so you were
from
watching
the same country as well, so that's
both from the same country, like and I just think, like, I get it, but I just think, is that, how am I gonna word it? Is it really you as a brand, or is it the pressure? Do you know what I mean?
I was thinking about this because this is what I mean. You fans, you just dragged Huda into it now as well. Do you know what I mean? Bless her, she's probably minding her business. Like, this was good, but my thing with it is like I get, as a brand, babe, because think about it like Kimby, right? Say okay, when everyone was just getting on to me, that stupid period, and they were like to you, oh, you need to drop Maz, but you know do you know what I mean? You know, and I've brought you money to your brand. How do you get it? And you know for a fact, like, but I know she's not like this, but she didn't say it as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know she did react well.
Yeah.
It's a hard
that's
one.
The thing. I think it is a hard one, but I just think she could have got in trouble. Like, I think there's ways to discipline people.
I agree.
Without like going that far. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, because she didn't say it and all that, I think Brand should have spoken out like, oh, we've seen what's going on. Obviously, I'm not going to tell anyone what to do.
And I think also put the energy also on the fans. Like, as in like I think Love Island as a whole because they did it with Whitney and Ella. They do it all the time where they really pit people against
each other.
And it's already hard, guys. As in an industry is hard. And then on top of that, you're dealing with people starting dramas with friendships as well. It's too much, making narratives. And it's like, as a franchise, the fans need to touch grass.
Yeah,
you're riding and dying so hard. You're being racist. You're riding and dying so hard. Like you're doing things that are just not right for someone you don't know. Like, let's all chill. But go on.
But I was gonna say, I think people wasn't happy with Huda's first apology.
Yeah. I remember that as well.
Yeah, because I remember seeing that, but I don't actually know.
I didn't see the first apology.
So maybe I think that's what added to the spiraling. But
was the first apology was it the first apology like, guys, chill?
I can't remember. I didn't actually
if you're
see it.
Yeah.
But okay. I just know that people wasn't impressed with how she also reacted off the reactions of people first.
So I need to see that. I haven't seen that. I just saw because her saying that she's sorry, explaining the situation, and then donating, and then telling everyone else to donate. So that's where I've just thought, so then when I saw that, I thought, oh, okay. She's like, what else? I just thought, what else could she actually do?
Yeah.
And then that's why then when I saw everyone else wanting her brands to be taken, I thought, but what else can she do? Like, what is it the same measure? That's what I thought, in my opinion. So the brands, everything side. I didn't even finish, but babe, I was just saying how like it's just a hard one for her because it's like she has to pick between a loyalty or business. Like if she has like a genuine like I actually really supported you, Huda, or business.
Well, I think it was a very good lesson for everyone to learn and even the fans to learn, especially like, because look, now if Huda was your fave, you put her through all of that because you were racist. So being a racist fan doesn't actually get your faves anywhere.
Stop being racist altogether. And guys, just to make it clear, like I am allowed an opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I am allowed.
Can we have opinions these days?
Can we have opinions?
Can we have discussions these days?
And not be personal and not be, you can disagree and that's absolutely fine. But guys,
I'm allowed. These days you have to be a robot. Robot 1, robot 2, robot 3.
You must follow the masses. Like you have to follow the masses, everyone's opinions. And guys, I'm tired. Like, can we be individuals again?
We
are allowed to have disagreements. We all are allowed to disagree on views. We are allowed to like, no, I don't agree on that. And that's fine.
Yeah. Can we please? Thank you.
To a point, man. You can't even breathe without it being an issue.
We have to breathe the same.
Same, babe.
1, 2, 3.
So what is the theme of the week? Sorry.
The theme of the week. Sorry. Go on.
I don't know if you want to talk about the shade bar, but I don't know.
Oh, it's a bit much.
It's a bit much. If we have time at the end.
I feel like I don't do UK gossip anymore. I'm above it. Sorry.
We're international now, baby.
Yes. That was a joke, by the way. Can we joke these days?
Yeah, guys, babe, you can't even joke these days. Okay, so guys, this week's theme is when did you deep outgrowing people is part of leveling up.
Interesting.
Which I think is a really good, interesting theme because, you know, everyone's trying to level up in life. But sometimes in life, babe, not everyone goes to the top with you. And
that is true.
There's reasons for that. But let's go straight into the first dilemma and then see what we have to say about it. Shall I go first? Or do you want to go
I want to go first.
Guys, if you're listening, we have to look at who's got the biggest thing to read.
I'll go first. Okay. I deeped this maybe 2 years ago after the friendship breakup. A friendship that felt like sisterhood due to my lack of biological sisters that lasted more than a decade ended, and at that time I was devastated. Nothing made sense because this was someone I thought would forever be in my life, but after 2 years I'm realizing that it was for the better. Her removal was placed with several individuals that never make me question their love for me and push me to be the best version of myself, even through the tough times. Best friendship breakups are top best friendship breakups are top 1 worst breakups. Lol, I don't care what anyone says. Oh, do you know what's so interesting to me about that?
Tell me.
I've had a lot of friendship breakups.
Same.
And I just don't give a heck.
You don't feel like any...
No, not that I don't give a heck, but I think like it's part of me being a little bit broken, where I just don't care really that much about, like, I don't think I care as much as I should when I lose anybody.
Okay. So then do you feel like you didn't have like a real impact in your life then?
No, but I feel like they did, like, genuinely, because in those moments, I always think, like, I can't imagine, like, my life outside of this person.
Yeah.
Like, I've had, like, best friends that were literally, like, in my house. We'll go church together. Like, their families integrated with mine. I've had that quite a couple of times, actually. And then, like, when the friendship ends, I'm like, oh, okay, next. I think maybe there's something wrong with me,
Have you never
babe.
had like a moment where, you know how some people, they break up with boys, girls, whatever, and then they're calm, they're living their best life, no phase, and then it hits you like, right, I lost a good one, and you think, right, like you feel it, because yeah, baby, you don't want to, it's horrible.
No, but maybe because I think maybe because I'm always satisfied, or like I'm always, is it like
amicably ended?
No, never. Maybe because it's always not like it's not amicable, but it's like maybe because I'm so sure in the decision, I think. But it's still, I don't know. I guess it's still, like, I just don't ever really remember being heartbroken or like, oh, the friend, like I miss them. Yeah. But it's just always like a passing thought, like, oh, that was such a nice time. But then maybe I think I've just never really had my heart broken. But is there a heart to break?
That's quite poetic.
Babe.
No, there's a heart to break. I think you'd feel it if we fell out. You're not.
I would hope so, babe.
Do you want to test the waters?
No, I think it would hurt me, actually.
Yeah.
But I think
maybe it depends on stages as well, because remember, like, where these friendship breakups, younger friendships, because younger friendships are hit different when it's an older friendship breakup.
I've had college.
Yeah.
I've had uni.
Yeah.
And I've had after uni.
Okay, then maybe that's just how you are. So I'm like, guys, everyone's an individual.
But then I think as well, like I'm also, I feel like I could be the same with family too.
But I think family's different. You can cut off family and just actually be like, you would just, because the difference is you don't get to choose your family. So sometimes you cut a family member, you think, I think it's easier to cut a family member off and be done with than when people cut friends off. I don't know if, I think so. Like when you have a friendship breakup.
Maybe I just haven't, maybe I don't know. But I would be hurt if I lost you. Yeah. But do you know what it is?
What did she say? She said that, like, for her, that was like how you were saying that, how it was the best thing. It's the worst thing, but the best thing, because now she's got people that she doesn't have to question how they love her. So that's her level up. Like I had to.
I think it's like I've always been short in like, they wasn't really good for me. And also friendships that I have like maybe ended, but nothing was ever really that bad. We've gone back to being friends again. Yeah. So it's like, but the friends that were like, I thought would be in it forever, I'm not. But the reason was like, I will still stand on it till this day. Yeah. We're still not friends. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm not very quick to like cut people off either.
Yeah, it would have to be such a like, I think you're such a like, this is the stage we are now. Like, you know, like a stage thing. But no, I really hear it. I think with friends is like, some friends won't be able to come with you to certain places. Yeah. Just because of the fact that you're in such a different lane, they're in such a different lane, and you're both kind of heading in different ways. That's where I'll be like, if you're leveling up in one way, they're leveling up in a different way, and you're not even, what did you...
Do you know what would break? Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, friendship breakups would hurt me. if I was the one getting broken up with, but it's never been the case.
You've always
I think, I think maybe that's
when
why.
I've had someone.
So baby, if you was just to be like,
Nah, babe,
you're done with me, like, and I couldn't really like babe, my
guys, I
heart.
tell you, like, you would sweat, babe. You know, when we had our first mini argument in our old studio, I could tell you probably didn't sleep that, like, couldn't get yourself ready properly.
Babe, I was cool.
No, I didn't get that sense, babe. Like, guys, she wanted to talk about it straight away since I entered. Like, he really wanted to
because I'm such a, like, let's get down to it then.
Yeah, but it makes me feel like you're very, like, I don't want to lose you.
Yeah, I never want to lose my friend. But if something happened where, like, I'm like, nah, like, it's too far. Like, for example, like that was like I would never let anything pester on. Like, I'm not, I don't have pride where I don't think I can't talk to my friend unless I really don't care that much. But when it's like someone that I genuinely care about, like you, if you've done something, babe, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, or like I'll be like, as soon as I see you, I won't see you and then pretend that something hasn't bothered me. Like, I'm just like, is that okay? Or if I feel like I've upset you, I'll be like, oh, have I upset you? Kind of thing, like, because I care.
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah, babe.
Oh, you're so.
But might as well act like she doesn't care, and she'll want me to feel it. Yeah, because the way you walked in that day, babe, I was just thinking, this girl, she's one of them ones.
Yeah.
See, babe, you'll be hurting your friends for no reason.
No, I just like to, like, because I never get annoyed, really. So when I do get annoyed, you have to feel it.
Hey, babe, that's not good. That's like putting alcohol on somebody's wound.
How, babe? Imagine.
And you'll be saying that you're an empath. This is what I'm saying. Like, the ones that be seeming like they're so nice, are they really that nice?
No, because babe, you have to feel it. Because that.
Why should I
tell you how to feel it? Like, babe, because. Let me tell you why. Because I'm so chilled all the time. Nothing happens. And I feel like...
No, you selectively chill.
No, I'm chill most of the time. So I feel like I'm quite chill most of the time. So if I am annoyed... But babe, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm chill most of the time, when I am annoyed about something, it might be little for you where you're like, oh, but babe, we can squash it. To me, I'd be like, I'm actually really upset about this. No, I'm actually don't want to talk to her for a little bit. No, she needs to know that. No, I'm upset. I think that's what goes in my head. That's how I react.
But you don't really talk about it though.
You don't think?
No, because that day you didn't talk about it. You wanted to be saying me full stops this, full stop that.
Okay, fair. But I've grown, but I don't think I'm like that
We'll
anymore.
see you in the next argument. We'll see.
Okay, cool. I can work on that then.
Okay. I'll test it.
Test it. Oh gosh, no pressure. Okay, cool. Well, I've got the thing, and you're reading third again.
Oh, you've got it?
Yeah, I got mine printed.
Oh, wow. That's not fair, is it? Favoritism in the household.
Oh, is this an old one?
Oh, I've got mine printed.
So I'm special. Okay, guys. Number 2 goes, hi, Adeola and Mariam. I became friends with a shy new girl from Nigeria in primary school. We were inseparable. But over time, I noticed controlling behaviour. She wouldn't let me sit with other friends, eat with anyone else, or join clubs unless she was there. When it came time for secondary school, I chose a different one, but she switched to mine without telling me. And that's when I realised how possessive she was. Years later, around 15 or 16, she invited me to a party. My mum warned me not to go, saying she had a bad dream, but I didn't listen. The party turned out to be in an abandoned building. Overcrowded, chaotic. Suddenly, screams erupted. Two girls had been stabbed.
Huh?
My friend laughed and tried to follow the stabber because he was our ride home.
Is everyone okay?
That was my breaking point. I cut her off completely, blocked her and moved on. Now I'm in uni, engaged and working a job I love. I'm so grateful I ended that friendship when I did. Sometimes your friends be the one hindering you from your growth and your flourishment. Yeah, babe, like I really relate to this because there was this one girl that I used to be friends with, and she was quite a like obsessive friend. Like every girl that's experienced an obsessive friend would know this. You just felt like your every move's being watched. Like it was more like having outside friends and having more like an identity, I think. I don't think she knew her identity without me.
Outside of you.
Yeah, and I just felt like it was a bit much. So when I was like, and I'm a free person, like obviously like I'll be like, yeah, you're my bestie forever, but I also have other friends, but you're my number one. But let me have number 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just a lot. And I feel like once we actually stopped being friends, it made me really find like new friends that were just like, I felt like I could breathe in a friendship. It didn't feel so pressured, and like good things did start to happen. So I really relate to that. Sometimes some friends can just pulling you down, and he's like, I actually have to break this chain. Like,
I used to
break
be a
it,
possessive friend.
I can tell.
How can you? I said used to.
No, but I can imagine you being a possessive friend.
How?
Oh, how?
Yeah, how, babe? Don't just throw stuff out there. So
possessive, like you'd be like, oh, like say for example, I'm going out, Sal's going out without you. You'd be like, I just can imagine you popping up.
Wait, babe, before you throw stuff like that, that's a bit wild.
A bit wild, size. I'm winding up now.
I used to be a possessive friend.
Okay, what was your possessive friend vibe?
Like when I was in primary school, I had a best friend.
Yeah, I get primary school though, because you're getting emotions then. Like,
yeah, in primary school, I had a best friend, and she was. I only wanted her to be my best friend, but I was so protective over her. Like, babe, if boys would like take the piss, I'll fight them for her.
But you're very good. Like who was talking about? I think it was MJ one time. She was saying, one thing about AP is she's gonna like when a guy's trying to move to a friend, you're very to the point. Like, what do you want? Like, why are you here? Like, what you doing? Like,
I'll filter the rubbish.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I kind of grew out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just a primary school thing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, I have some possessive traits a little bit. But what?
Possessive enough to like use your nails to dig inside me and tell me, don't leave me. That happened to me once. That's
witchcraft.
Babe,
what?
Babe, I'm not joking. Like, friends love me up sometimes. It's too much. They love the Maz cookie jar.
Everyone wants to have the cookie jar.
I want to taste that cookie jar. It's too much.
Yeah, because you couldn't go out and have a best friend. Man tried to rekindle something earlier, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, you weren't happy about that.
It wasn't that I wasn't happy about it, but I just feel like, because like you said, you're such a free spirit, it's just like you're just going to let riffraffs in.
No. I've closed my gate, guys.
Yeah, but she said the gate is closed, and I said, I hope so. I need to try throw away that key and break it and swallow it.
There's no application of best friends anymore, guys. Closed.
Would you mind if I have one?
Yeah.
Really?
But you have Adeola does have another best friend, and I really respect it. I really like your other best friend, and I feel like it's different. That's your
But you also used to too.
Yeah.
So it was like...
Yeah. So that's why I feel like I get it.
Doesn't mean you can now get another one.
No. But I would like a mummy best friend.
I knew you was going to say that. So I mean... Fuck, I need to have a baby quick. Damn.
But no one could ever replace you.
Have a baby, man.
But yeah, if you had a baby, babe, our level would be such, like, it would be like level 11. Like,
really?
Yeah, past 10.
Damn.
Get that baby in ya.
Sperm.
Guys, come on. Get it. No, joking. But no, I feel content. I feel like everyone at the moment that's in my life.
What about if I adopt?
A friend.
Is that the same?
A friend?
A child? Or do I need to naturally conceive one?
No, babe.
Okay.
But maybe. Naturally conceive, maybe. But either was fine. I have no preference. A child's a child.
I'm going to look into that.
Okay. But yeah, overall, what can we round this off with?
Stay away from mad friends.
Yeah. Stay away.
Stay away from mad friends.
Yeah, stay away from mad friends. Cut them off. Sometimes, and then you see how it elevates. It's that old baggage. Like, sometimes baggage be dragging you down.
And I feel like, when you've made the right decision and you don't really look back.
No.
Like, you don't really feel the need to.
And like, you find it mad as well that when you cut people off, or like you elevate and move on, you don't see the people that were in your life ever again.
You don't.
I saw Tony Tones tweeting, and I was thinking, ironically, you don't. Anyone I'm not friends with, I haven't seen them in like 3 years, babe. 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. Never seen them.
Same.
So yeah.
Okay, last one. Hi girls, I used to have a friend that was so jealous and insecure. Cutting her off really allowed me to level up. Let me get into it. We met in uni. I met her in first year and we formed a cute group of friends that are still pretty close till this day. I noticed in uni she would sometimes compare me to her a bit too much. Grades I got in assignments, our dating life, even sometimes our looks. It didn't bother me too much at that point. I kind of just assumed she was a bit insecure and was just over analysing things. Then we got into our third year. At this point, she was just starting to obsess over money. She started to ask me some really intrusive questions about how much I had in savings, how much my family were financially supporting me. Mind you, her family are rich. Private school for all her siblings and a family house that's definitely worth over 1.5 million. So I didn't really get it. When we graduated, the comparison started to turn into just straight up jealousy. I worked my ass off, did an extra course after uni and alongside full-time work, which meant I've been smashing it at work and got a new job with a promotion. All of my friends were over the moon for me, but this friend, she mainly just kept asking questions about how much my new salary was, how I'll spend the money, if I'll be buying a house soon. It felt really weird and jealous. A year on, it's never really calmed down, and she started to make sly digs about money whenever we met up. It was making me feel like I didn't deserve my career success. I tried to talk about it, but she was really defensive and actually said, it's just not that fair that you're earning more than me when we did the same degree. That comment really pissed me off, and I decided to take my distance. It helped me level up, as it meant I now have friends around me that support me wholeheartedly, and it's given me the confidence to do even more incredible bits at work without her voice in my head making me feel guilty.
I feel you have to be very secure to have like a best friend or a group of friends.
Yeah.
You just have to be very sure of yourself, because I think it is quite easy to naturally compare, because like I feel like naturally when you're with friends and you meet up in the same environment, like uni, right? You guys are all in the same path, there's goals, there's whatever. I think as an insecure moment, you don't want to be the last one, number one. You don't want to be the one struggling. You don't want to be the one when everyone else is probably doing amazing. So I can sympathize with maybe her on that side, because there's a lot of pressure, but it's up to every single girl to work on themselves individually, to never get themselves to a stage where you're just comparing all the time. You're trying to see what your person's doing, and instead of like seeing it in a way where like, oh my gosh, you're happy for someone. Yeah. You're having secret competition with your friend.
Yeah.
So and it's just like you actually have to be very secure in yourself and generally want a friendship. Because I think sometimes some people don't want friendship, because how can you have a friendship and then you have those feelings? Do you know what I mean? It's be very like, I like you because you're funny. I like you because you know what I mean?
And those things is just, I think it's also perspective, because I genuinely, I am more attracted to my friends when they do good stuff, like be able to buy a house, because in my head I'm like, okay, cool, if I wanted to buy a house, I have easy access to someone that
has done it,
has done it and loves me and can easily guide me, because oh babe, how did you blah 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 blah, or if you've got a friend that I don't know gets married, it's like, okay babe, when you got married, how blah blah blah, like that's how you've had a baby, it's like, okay babe, what was pregnant, what should I get, what don't I need to waste my money on, because you've already had the experience. So I think it's all perspective, and I feel like it's not a competition thing, like I think it just means you have more, what's it called, you're closer to achieving that yourself. Because if your friend can buy a house, I was like, okay, that means, bro, like, babe, how did you actually do it? Because I actually want to be able to do it. Like, do you think, like, I'm trying to do it by next year? Like, can you help me out?
Yeah,
so,
what tips did you...
like, it's never that deep.
It's never that deep at all. And I just find it so crazy that people go through that.
Just telling themselves crazy. Instead of
reason.
just, like, if it's something you want to do, just be happy for... And when you're happy for people, more success comes your way too. Like,
just show love and it'll come back, you know. Stop overthinking. And I think sometimes, like, when you meet in circumstances like uni, low key, like, you had no other choice but to like make friends with someone, like, you know what I mean? It's like, this is just a circumstance that we are at, and now, like, as you get older, it's like you actually have more choice of like, okay, this is the circumstance I am at. I actually do have a choice now, whereas like I know this behavior, I can choose to cut this off. And now it's elevated. I think I've learned that sometimes you actually have to, you know how it's like, oh, you have to, elevating means you were going to lose people. So you have to also be quite vigilant. If you want to be successful, you have to actually know that I want this success, not everyone might come with me, and I have to know who are the people limiting me, because people energies, people's auras, people's minds, like, babe, you'll be trying so hard, but because someone that you're close to doesn't want that for you,
they'll be trying to
you won't be
hold
going,
you
you
down,
won't be going, so sometimes,
But so, let's move on to question of the week. Question of the week: if your partner went to jail, would you hold them down? One, no. Not if I'm not married. I probably would not. Oh, there's so many factors. If I'm not married, I probably would not. But and also it depends what they went to jail for, because if they done a mad thing, there's no way I'm holding that down. And thirdly, if they were still decent, like they could still uphold their end as my partner and still support me emotionally and everything else, because just because you're in jail now doesn't mean you're off the hook and now I need to do all the emotional weight. No. If that could also be supported, as well as the no financial stress now goes on me, maybe I could. And whatever you're in jail for is something that I can forgive, then I possibly could. But yeah. Yeah, do you know? Because I feel like in America, everyone goes to jail, you know. You could go to jail for anything. But in the UK, for you to go to jail, I feel like it has to be something quite serious. So, yeah.
Okay, so am I holding it down for my man if he goes to prison? So as a married woman, I am holding it down. However, right, there's a lot of like conditions in terms of this. If he has done a crime that is so like just like done too much, no, hell to no. If it was like a petty thing, like something little, maybe 2 years, a year, I could do it, right? I can. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. But if he, yeah. Guess so. What was your response? I think I was zoning in.
I said, it depends. It depends on
terms and conditions.
Yeah, what they're there for. Am I married? How is it going to impact my life emotionally, financially?
And is he like proper rich? Where is like, even though he's there, you're still
everything. It
being
doesn't
taken
impact
care of.
my life.
Yeah,
I'm not trying for someone to go to jail now. I'm impacted. Like the emotional weight is on me, financial weight is on me. I'm sad. I'm this. No. Sorry, I won't hold that down.
No, I said in mine like obviously as someone that's in like. I'm in endgame now, guys, forever. That it depends on the crime that Hunt's done. If Hunt's done something petty, like and it's like 2 years.
Like he didn't pay his taxes.
Yeah,
you have to hold that.
I have to hold that, you know, hold that down. But if it was something like
an M,
yeah, no.
Whoa, yeah.
Does it depend? An
M.
What's an M?
An M.
Like a. Okay, babe, we're very different.
Yeah, the same way, like intentional M.
Yeah.
Not manslaughter. Like an M. I'm an M.
Yeah. That one's a bit much. Obviously, petty stuff like I don't know, maybe he had something on him, like
robbery. Bank robbery.
This robbery's a bit of gangster though.
Oh, you'll find that attractive.
No, I wouldn't. I'm just robbery. Like if he like was doing. No, we can't have this conversation. Last time we had this conversation, babe.
Oh.
But as banter, like, robbery's a bit mad. No, robbery's very, like, raw. You rob, like, raw. Like, you had proper done everything and you got the money and you got caught, but you actually got that far. I have to respect it.
On that note, guys, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe and leave a comment because it helps us push us onto the algorithm because we're just trying to make it out here.
We're just trying to make it in the hood. If you guys are listening in the audio space section of life, please give us 5 stars and then also give us a review. Like Adeola says, more words, more money, more engagement, more everything. That means more of us for you.
Yes.
See you guys same time next week.
Bye.